All right, y'all. So we here. Game called SimCountry. Um, don't know if y'all heard of it or not. For those who are new players, um, just a tip, little little tip of the game. Um, when you're starting SimCountry, I wouldn't worry about building your military or anything like that. The main focus on is um, going down here. To your defensive index and your offensive index. Um, like go here um, and go to deactivate weapons and just go ahead and start deactivating your weapons. Um, and go ahead and go up to your military um, forces and go ahead and select right here where it says military units. Select right here so you can select all your units and go ahead and dismantle all your units, all of them, because you're protected by war protection anyways. You see, I'm not protected, but I have 111 million people in my country. I think you start with like 25 million or something like that, and then you gradually go up. So the main thing I was telling you, like I was telling you about earlier, is to focus on your corporations. So your main thing you want to do, if you're a premium um, member on, if you're a member, if you get a membership on here, my bad. If you get a membership on here, um, you'll unlock where you can actually start building all your mining stuff. That's what you mainly need for your countries, of course, just like any other country needs its resources. Um, so, like I said, your mining stuff, you have all the way from aluminum all the way down to static, wood, uranium. All this stuff plays a part in all your other corporations that you're going to be building. These a lot of these I would worry about a lot of these. Do like one or two at a time. Um, and then while you're doing them, I would go here and go to your like agriculture and your food, and I would do some like low employee. What I mean by that is, out here I'll click on one of these. Um, these are your lower high educated employees that you need. As you can see, I'm low on them right now because I've been moving my employees around from country to country that I have. Um, anyways, um, yeah, start with building your mining corporations and like food, agriculture, stuff like that. And then once you start leveling up and you start building up what you want. Oh, and another thing, quick tip, your social security up here on the top up here, click on that and you'll see where your social security you can fluctuate it. Okay, this is how much income you're going to be paying your unemployed workers. All right, I have mine at 68 right now, which this will matter about your welfare index. We'll get more into that here in just a little bit. Um, but anyways, when you first start, I would put this as really low, like 20, 25, somewhere around like that. So you start getting more income, or I'm sorry, you start getting more income because you won't have to pay your unemployed workers as much. And then that will actually make your workers want to actually start going out and get jobs too as well. Um, but anyways, once you start getting a lot of people, you won't have to really worry about that too much because you're going to have a lot of unemployed workers anyways. Um, anyway, let's see. Definitely have to worry about your health index. And make sure that you build hospitals. Just make sure that you keep your hospitals up to needed. You see, like a little bit over. This is my main country right here. I'm a little bit over my operational function and that I need. So I'm at like 100% right now, or like 98% or something like that. But I'm about to build some hospitals anyways. It's just I'm waiting for my education to go through. Education, um, pretty much what it is saying. Education, just like any other country that would have. This right here is your education grid or your education priorities. You can change these. Dude, I wouldn't go over 120. I don't ever go over 120 because anything like that, you start overloading your schools. And what I mean by that is they'll start worrying about one thing then another. This right here, if you keep it at 120, it actually keeps it kind of equaled out. Even the game tells you don't go over 120. So, but anyways, you see how I got mine out. You can copy mine, whatever you want to do, but it all depends on your country and how you want your country to work. Let's see here. Um, I'm gonna go touch bases on a few things with this. Another thing too with your corporation, click over here on corporations, and if you go over here to profit transfer, you see I got mine at 85. If you're a new player and you're just starting out, slap that on 100% for a little bit. It's not going to really matter too much for a little bit, and you're not really going to have a lot of revenue really. It all depends on your country and what you take over. Depends on what kind of mess you take over. Some of them are messier than others, I can say. Uh, but anyways, you can see how many corporations I got. I got 136 so far. I think you start with like 15 or 10 or something like that. Or some countries are different too. With that. But anyways, make sure that you go down here upgrades and make sure that you go all the way down and just click auto and auto right here on these two right here. And go ahead and order upgrades. And then when I first do this, I always go down here, order max, and I'll always go ahead and order this month's upgrades for your corporations. My bad. This is going to be able to so your companies can get more tech, more technology on, and um, be able to make you better product. All right. Um, let's see here. What else do I want to go over with y'all today? Taxes. Taxes is a big thing. Let's say like right now I have this one guy. When I first took over this country and I first started playing, well, this account because I had other accounts, but I've been playing this game for a long time. Since I was like 14, 15 years old. And I'm 30 some. But anyways, um, when you first get in here, you might have people that has corporations. You'll see what I'm saying once you start playing the game. And what I mean by that is they're like privately held corporations. And here, I'll show you real quick what I mean by that. Oh, that's right. Never mind. But anyways, you have enterprises. Is what they're called. I don't know why I kept on saying corporations, but you have enterprises that like can come in and build corporations in your country. I know it sounds cool as all, but they use your people to work in their facilities. So that's going to take away more. That's going to take away more of your people, so you can't build corporations. Yeah, you make some money out of them, but not really. They're just waste of time and they're making more money than you are really. Um, but I always set a high tax that way. Like when you first start playing, I always set a high tax because so the people that controls the enterprises want to move or want to shut down the corporation. Um, Sometimes you got It's his, like the one I have now. I emailed him and asked him to move, but the war protection. Hopefully he don't pay for more war protection. But anyways, um, because I'm probably gonna end up attacking him, um, because he won't move his corporation. So I'm probably gonna end up destroying his country. There is other players that play this game. I don't know if you know that yet or not. That you are actually playing with. This is a real time game, so you're actually controlling other countries that surround you. And there is AI generated control players on here, and there is real players on here. So, be pretty cool to get the game out there a little bit more, and have people start picking up on this game because this game is it's time consuming and it does take a little bit to get a hang of. But once you get a hang of it, dude, man, it's actually pretty cool. Let's see here. Let's go to here and I'll show you. So this is a little bit of the map. Yeah, let's go to world map. This is the world map. All right, this is just this world. Okay, it's got space station. It's got space stations, like NASA, whatever. You can go to other worlds and everything else. Let's see here. But anyway, before I get into that, let's take back over this corporation thing. You'll have corporations like this down here, right here, where it says the privately held corporations. That's somebody else that's coming into your country. So you can turn this off or you can leave it on. It's your decision. Go up here to settings and go all the way down to where it says block CEOs and block them so they can't come into your country. Now, if they're already there, you have to email them and ask them, to close down the corporation. Try to be nice at first. If not, then do whatever you got to do if they ain't got war protection on. But if they got war protection on, then you really can't do much except for email the administration. Um, but anyway, let's see what else. Make sure you go over here to secrecy and make sure you turn all this out all this stuff. I always leave my strategic and nuclear information for everybody to see to let them know that yes, I do have nuclear weapons. So they won't try to come and mess around too much. But anyways, yes, I only have 319,000, but I have my reserves. So that's gonna be all for the video for today. If y'all have any questions or anything else, just let me know. Drop me a chat, drop me an email, whatever you gotta do. Don't forget to drop a subscription. If y'all check this video out for the first time and y'all not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. We'll have more coming on this game right here if y'all want more. If y'all want more further details on this game, please feel free to ask me any questions. I'm going to have more tutorials coming out on different situations on how to do the war situation, because you can go to war and actually take over other countries, like I have here. Like we see these two countries right here, these are mine. These Each block is a country, and all five of these right here are mine. Right here, you start with one country, and then you see I got the colored people, the blue, purple, and stuff like that. They're other players. If you go down here, it says see the blue is the new and moderate experienced players. The pink is the small empires and experienced players, and the red is the large empires that may dislike neighbors. But I don't know why I'm red, because it's not that I dislike my neighbors. I got a very large empire. Um. Anyways, the main goal is trying to get your corporations and stuff like that up so you can go on self-efficiency on your production, and that way you ain't got to worry about going on the global market and actually buying stuff. But anyways, that's it for the tutorial for today. I will be uploading more tutorials on this game if y'all want. If not, just let me know. All right. This is AKA the Lone Wolf.